Welcome back to Movies Decoded. This is your source for movie and pop culture news. Today, we'll be discussing the latest installment in Warner Bros. DC Extended Universe, DC's Peacemaker. And don't worry, there are no spoilers ahead.
Stuff.
What superhero are you?
Peacemaker.
Get out of here! There's no superhero called Peacemaker!
Dude, I'm famous.
Following the events of James Gunn's 2021 film, The Suicide Squad, DC's Peacemaker follows its title character, portrayed by John Cena, as he works to reform himself as the superhero he has always intended to be. In The Suicide Squad, audiences are introduced to assassin Christopher Smith, aka Peacemaker, as he is recruited to engage in a Black Ops mission to save the planet. The 2021 film depicts Peacemaker as a self-absorbed murderer who uses peace as an excuse to justify homicide. Although the movie pokes fun at Smith's quote-unquote strong belief in peace, the standalone series heavily delves into the morality of the character, making him a bit more sympathetic and much more likable to audiences. The show most certainly does have its comic book aspects, with the main protagonist working to take down a group of superpowered threats known as butterflies. But the reformation of Peacemaker is easily the series' A-plot and most interesting storyline. However, Peacemaker is still the weirdly hilarious character viewers met initially, and he does find himself in absurd circumstances that are played for laughs. Unfortunately, the series' jokes are often its adversaries rather than its allies, with the gags sometimes getting in the way of the show's character development, which is excellent and intriguing in its own right. With many jokes, the series' pacing and action is also thrown off. However, it is important to consider that with Peacemaker being a series rather than a film, the project has much more time to be flexible, with an increased amount of humor in the place of advancement or serious action sequences. Audiences should also note that Peacemaker is the work of one James Gunn, who has a knack for bizarre comedy. Gunn, with his work on projects such as The Suicide Squad and the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, has proved once again with the Peacemaker series that he can write and direct unconventional satire, as well as utilize awesome rock and metal music to play to the events of a story. In the case of this series, Gunn has much more time to exercise his creative talents on screen, with some creative camera work, especially during action sequences, and simple but impactful executions of filmmaking. Witnessing a smaller-scaled comic book adventure on screen with less VFX and standard cinematography allows for a fresh take on the genre, and James Gunn handles it almost perfectly. Working with James Gunn is an incredible cast consisting of John Cena, Jennifer Holland, Freddie Stroma, Danielle Brooks, Steve Agee, Chukwudi Iwuji, and Robert Patrick. The cast of Peacemaker excels in delivering the jokey tone of the series, while also performing appropriately under the circumstances the series puts its characters in. John Cena especially at the center of the series, portraying a very emotionally complex character. The interactions between cast members on screen is particularly funny and fun to watch as well, and it becomes difficult to dislike the series' characters. All in all, DC's Peacemaker is not the perfect series. Flaws in its priorities oftentimes get in the way of its storytelling. However, James Gunn's take on DC's titular character is especially intriguing, as the series humanizes a homicidal sociopath, introduces viewers to likable new characters, and gives audiences a good time in the process. Did you watch DC's Peacemaker? What did you think of the series? Leave your thoughts and comments below, and like and subscribe if you'd like to hear more from Movies Decoded. As always, you can check out more Movies Decoded content on YouTube right now.